Chosen one. You are not hearing these words by accident, and you did not arrive at this moment by chance. Heaven has aligned this encounter with precision, and your spirit was drawn here at the exact time it was meant to be. Chosen one, there is a reason this message found you now, because you are standing at the edge of a supernatural shift that has been forming quietly behind the scenes. Anointed one, the season you have been walking through has tested your faith, your patience, and your endurance. You have carried pressures that few ever saw, and yet you remain standing. But hear this clearly. God is about to send unexpected money your way, not as coincidence, not as luck, but as divine provision released in perfect timing. Scripture reminds us that the vision awaits its appointed time, as written in Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3, and this moment carries that same weight of fulfillment. Chosen one, this is not about greed or excess. This is about relief, restoration, and the lifting of burdens that have pressed on your spirit. God is not limited by systems, balances, or delays. When He moves suddenly, and when He provides completely. You are closer to breakthrough than your natural eyes can perceive. Anointed one, remember that God does not always steady us through loud declarations or endless explanations. Sometimes what sustains you is something quiet, simple, and steady, a place your spirit can return to when strength feels thin. And that gentle provision has already been prepared, resting just below, waiting in stillness. Chosen one. Faith stretches expectation beyond logic, and this is where many people quietly lose their footing. I have been there myself, standing in rooms where the numbers did not add up, whispering prayers that felt heavier than my breath. Faith does not demand that you understand how provision will arrive. Faith simply rests in the knowing that God understands when. And timing, chosen one, is not a delay tactic of heaven, it is a precision instrument. Faith keeps the heart open when disappointment tries to harden it. Faith keeps you hopeful when experience tries to make you cynical, and more often than not, the greatest loss is not money. It is expectation quietly surrendered. Anointed one, many miss their moment of blessing not because heaven withheld it, but because they already decided it would never come. I have watched people pray faithfully while secretly preparing for disappointment. They ask, but they brace for no. They hope, but they never prepare their posture to receive. And belief is not something God needs in order to act. God has never required human agreement to be sovereign. Belief positions you. It sharpens your vision so that when provision arrives through an unexpected channel, you recognize it instead of dismissing it. Chosen one. Unexpected money is not first about finances, it is about trust. It is about relearning the source you may have slowly replaced without realizing it. Your job is not your source, your boss is not your source, your clients, your skills, your qualifications, and your experience are not your source. They are channels. I have learned this the hard way when a door I depended on closed overnight and left me face to face with fear. People are channels. Opportunities are channels. Ideas are channels. But God alone is the source. And when that truth settles deeply, fear begins to loosen its grip. Anxiety loses its authority. Panic no longer dictates your decisions. Anointed one, there are those listening who are closer to giving up than they have ever admitted out loud. You have told yourself that nothing is going to change, not because you lack faith, but because disappointment has trained you to protect your heart. You normalized struggle as permanence. But hear this clearly. Your current situation is not your final destination. What you see right now is not the full picture. What you feel today is not the end of the story. I say this not as a theory, but as someone who has watched God work quietly long before he moved suddenly. Chosen one. God often works in silence first. He rearranges things behind the scenes. He moves people you have not spoken to in years. He aligns conversations you are not present for. He adjusts timing, systems and resources in ways you cannot track with your natural sight. And then, when the moment is right, everything converges at once. That is why it feels sudden. Not because God was late, but because you were unaware of how long he had been working on your behalf. Heaven does not rush. Heaven prepares. Anointed one, this is not a message calling you to sit still and wait passively. Faith is active. Faith shows up every day. Faith remains responsible even when hope feels thin. You still work. You still plan. You still steward what you have with integrity. But something changes. You stop panicking. You stop defining your future by your limitations. You stop measuring possibility by past failures. I remember learning this lesson when I realized that desperation clouds discernment, but trust sharpens it. Chosen one, there is responsibility attached to blessing. Unexpected money is not meant to inflate ego or feed insecurity. It is meant to bring peace, stability, and generosity. God blesses open hands, not clenched ones. I have seen provision increase when the heart was ready to release control, not hoard safety. When God sees that provision will be handled wisely, compassionately, and gratefully, he has no problem increasing it. Increase is not resisted by heaven, it is resisted by unprepared posture. Anointed one, some will receive money that clears debt and finally allows them to breathe. Some will receive provision that funds a dream that has been postponed for years. Some will receive resources that help a loved one when it matters most. Some will receive enough to rest for the first time in a long time. However it arrives, it will arrive with purpose. And do not be surprised if blessing stretches you. Abundance often requires new discipline, new thinking, and new maturity. God is not only interested in changing your situation, he is committed to transforming your mindset. Chosen one. This is an invitation to move from survival to stewardship, from fear to faith, from scarcity to trust. If you have been praying for financial breakthrough, stay alert, stay humble, stay grateful, stay faithful. The answer may not look like what you imagined, but it will accomplish exactly what you need. Do not compare your journey with anyone else's. Comparison blinds you to your own miracles. What God does for others never subtracts from what he is able to do for you. Your timing is personal, your path is unique, your blessing is customized. Anointed one, there are seasons when God teaches patience, and there are seasons when he demonstrates power. There are seasons of sowing, and there are seasons of harvest. If you are hearing this now, consider that you may be closer to harvest than you realize. Let your heart stay ready. Let your mind remain open. Let your spirit rest in peace, because worry does not speed provision, but trust prepares you to receive it. Chosen one. Unexpected money does not mean accidental money. It means divinely arranged. It means purposeful. It means on time. And when it arrives, you will look back and recognize how every delay, every closed door, and every struggle shaped you for that moment. Stand firm. Keep believing. Keep doing what is right, even when it is hard. God has not forgotten you. Your story is still unfolding, and the chapter ahead will not resemble the one you are leaving. Chosen one. There comes a moment when heaven begins to shift the weight of a season, and the soul feels it before the evidence appears. You may not see the numbers change yet, but something inside you has already started to realign. I remember a time when nothing around me looked different, yet my spirit grew unusually calm. That calm was not resignation, it was alignment. It was the quiet signal that God was repositioning me for what I could not yet see. This is often how divine movement begins, not with noise, but with peace that does not match the pressure. Anointed one, heaven does not rush provision, but it does not forget obedience either. There are acts of faith you performed when no one was watching, choices you made that cost you comfort, restraints you exercised when fear tempted you to grasp. God saw every one of them. Scripture reminds us that God is not unjust to forget the work and love shown in His name, and that truth still stands. Nothing you sowed in faith was wasted. Nothing you endured with integrity went unnoticed. Chosen one. Unexpected provision often arrives after a long stretch of quiet endurance. Not because you were being tested for punishment, but because capacity was being formed. I have learned that God rarely sends increase into a life that is still ruled by panic. Panic leaks blessing. Fear mismanages favor. So God allows time to refine trust. He teaches the heart how to rest before He teaches the hands how to receive. This is not delay, this is preparation. Anointed one, some of you are about to recognize that the struggle was not the enemy. It was the training ground. The nights you lay awake doing mental math, the moments you chose integrity over shortcuts, the times you kept giving even when it felt unreasonable. Those seasons built discernment, humility, and stewardship. They shaped you into someone who can hold provision without being controlled by it. That is why the shift feels close now. Capacity has increased. Chosen one. God does not send unexpected money to rescue people from responsibility. He sends it to partner with those who have learned faithfulness in small things. Heaven is not looking for talent alone. It is looking for trustworthiness. And you have been quietly proving that you can be trusted, even when the return was not immediate. This is why the blessing will not come to dominate you. It will come to support you. Anointed one, there is a difference between wanting relief and being ready for increase. Relief eases pressure. Increase expands influence. God often brings relief first, so the heart can breathe again. Then He introduces increase, so the calling can grow. Some of you will experience both in close succession. Debt will loosen its grip, stability will return, and then new responsibility will appear. Do not fear that responsibility. It is a sign of trust. Chosen one. I want to speak to those who feel overlooked, those who feel like they have done everything right and still waited longer than expected. I have stood in that space myself, asking God why others seem to move faster. What I learned is that speed is not favor. Timing is. God is precise. He knows when provision will heal rather than harm. He knows when money will serve purpose instead of feeding insecurity. And He knows when your spirit is steady enough to receive without losing itself. Anointed one, heaven is not improvising with your life. There is intention behind this season. There is order behind the delay. And there is purpose behind the pressure you survived. When the release comes, it will not feel chaotic. It will feel fitting. It will feel like something finally slid into place. Chosen one, stay steady, stay grounded. Stay faithful in what you are already doing. Do not rush ahead of grace. Do not shrink back into fear. You are being positioned for provision that carries peace with it, not anxiety. And when it arrives, you will recognize it not only by the numbers, but by the calm that accompanies it. Chosen one. One of the clearest signs that a financial shift is near is not excitement, but clarity. The fog begins to lift. Decisions become cleaner. Distractions lose their pull. I remember the season before my own breakthrough when I suddenly felt less reactive and more deliberate. That was not coincidence. That was God quieting noise so I could hear instruction. Provision follows clarity. Elevation follows alignment. Anointed one. God often removes confusion before he releases increase. Confusion drains energy. It scatters focus. But clarity gathers strength. It teaches you what to say no to, what to stop chasing, and what to hold loosely. This is why some relationships, habits, or expectations may have fallen away recently. Not everything that leaves is loss. Some things exit to make room for what must enter. Chosen one. There is also a refining that happens at the level of desire. God examines why you want what you are asking for, not to withhold it, but to purify the motive so the blessing can flow freely. When money is asked for as an escape, it creates dependence. When it is received as a tool, it creates freedom. Heaven blesses purpose more easily than panic. That shift in desire is happening now for many of you. Anointed one. Unexpected money does not always arrive as a dramatic event. Sometimes it arrives as a door that suddenly opens, an idea that will not leave you alone, a conversation that changes direction, a decision that feels small but carries weight. I have learned to pay attention to these moments. God often whispers before he provides. Those who listen are positioned to respond when the door opens. Chosen one. Do not dismiss the practical because you are waiting for the miraculous. God frequently uses ordinary means to deliver extraordinary provision. A job offer, a refund, a delayed payment that finally clears, an opportunity that fits your skill set perfectly. These are not lesser miracles. They are evidence of divine orchestration. Heaven does not need spectacle to be supernatural. Anointed one. As provision approaches, humility becomes protection. Pride invites leakage. Gratitude seals increase. I have seen people lose blessings not because God withdrew them, but because entitlement replaced stewardship. Remain grateful, remain teachable, remain aware that everything you receive is entrusted, not owned. That posture keeps the flow open. Chosen one. There will also be voices that try to rush you once provision arrives. Pressure to spend quickly, pressure to prove something, pressure to validate your worth. Resist that noise. God does not elevate you to perform, he elevates you to build. Move slowly at first. Let wisdom catch up to opportunity. Let discernment guide generosity. Anointed one. The blessing coming to you is not meant to isolate you, but it will clarify who belongs in your next season. Not everyone will understand your restraint. Not everyone will celebrate your discipline. That is okay. God often reduces the crowd before he increases the assignment. Pay attention to peace. It is a reliable guide. Chosen one. You are not stepping into lack again. You are stepping into stewardship. This is a different way of living, a way that trusts God as source, while honoring responsibility as partnership. Fear will try to revisit you, but it no longer has authority. You have seen God sustain you before. You have learned how to stand. Now you are learning how to receive. Anointed one, stay expectant without becoming anxious. Stay hopeful without becoming demanding. Heaven responds to faith that is steady, not frantic. And as this next chapter opens, you will realize that what once felt like waiting was actually shaping you for the weight of what is now arriving. Chosen one. There are seasons when the promise is alive within you, yet nothing around you seems to confirm it. These are the stretches of time when faith becomes less of a feeling and more of a posture, a steady place you return to even when the heart feels worn thin. I have walked through days like that myself, days where hope did not roar but whispered, and even the whisper felt like a discipline. Waiting is not passive. It is a quiet endurance that matures the promise while it matures you. Anointed one, heaven does not measure your faith by how loudly you believe, but by how consistently you remain. It is easy to trust when signs are visible, but there is a sacred power in the way you keep showing up on mornings when your strength feels ordinary. Some of the holiest battles are fought not with declarations, but with the simple decision to rise, breathe, pray, and try again. Do not underestimate the spiritual weight of those unnoticed choices. God sees all of them, and they carry more prophetic authority than you realize. Chosen one. There is a kind of fatigue that does not come from unbelief, but from carrying a vision longer than you expected to. You know the promise is true. You have seen small confirmations, subtle movements, patterns that suggest God is aligning something behind the scenes. Yet your hands feel empty, your days feel familiar, your spirit feels stretched. And in that space, doubt does not shout. It sighs. It lies quietly beside you, disguised as reason. But you are still here. You are still listening. You are still expecting. That alone is evidence that the promise is maturing, not fading. Anointed one, the waiting season is not punishment. It is refinement. It is the space where God anchors what would otherwise drift, strengthens what would otherwise collapse, and heals what would otherwise interfere with the blessing He is preparing to release. Some breakthroughs require external shifts. Others require internal readiness. And God, in His kindness, works on both at once. This is why progress sometimes feels invisible. Heaven often builds the deepest foundations underground. Chosen one. There is also a quiet return happening within you. A return to what matters. A return to what steadies you. A return to the simple, unpolished trust you had before disappointment complicated your expectations. That return is holy. It signals that the soil of your heart is soft again, that you are not clinging with anxiety, but holding with reverence. God honors that posture. He breathes on it. He multiplies it. And even if you cannot feel that breath yet, its effects are already forming around you. Anointed one, I have learned that faith does not grow through constant explanation or dramatic signs. It grows through small, repeatable reminders that anchor the heart when circumstances do not change quickly. There is such a reminder resting quietly below in the pinned comment, placed there for the moments when your strength feels thin. And now we continue. Chosen one. The endurance you are building in this season is not wasted. It does not evaporate when the blessing arrives. It becomes the floor you stand on, the inner strength that keeps you from collapsing beneath what you once begged for. People often pray for increase without understanding that increase brings pressure of its own. More opportunity means more responsibility. More blessing means more discernment. More provision means more stewardship. The endurance you are cultivating now is the very thing that will protect what heaven places in your hands. Anointed one, one of the hardest truths in waiting is that the promise can be fully real while the evidence remains fully hidden. There are seeds that take root long before they break the soil. There are alignments that form long before they manifest. And there are prayers God answers long before you hear the footsteps of the blessing approaching. I have experienced this. There were moments when I thought nothing was shifting, only to look back later and realize the most important parts of my life were changing quietly, invisibly, perfectly. Chosen one, you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. God does not withhold what you are ready for. He holds what would harm you too soon. Timing is not a delay tactic. It is a kindness. It ensures that when the blessing arrives, you are not overwhelmed by it. You are aligned with it. You can hold it without losing yourself. You can use it without being used by it. You can carry it without it crushing what is sacred inside you. Anointed one, the blessing that is forming over your life is not fragile. It is not tentative. It is not uncertain. It is anchored in divine intention. It is tied to assignments, generational shifts, and spiritual responsibilities that reach far beyond financial relief. This is why your waiting has been longer than you wanted, not because God is slow, but because what He is preparing is weighty. Heaven does not rush what will shape your future. Chosen one. Some days you may feel like you are walking in circles, but circles are not always signs of stagnation. Sometimes they are signs of strengthening. Israel walked in circles before entering the promise. Elijah waited in stillness before the rain returned. Even Jesus waited in silence before resurrection revealed what heaven had been doing in the unseen. Waiting is not absence. Waiting is incubation. Anointed one, your promise is not asleep. It is maturing. It is gaining strength. It is gathering momentum. And when the time comes, it will not trickle into your life. It will land with clarity. It will land with purpose. It will land with the unmistakable weight of something heaven-backed and heaven-timed. Chosen one, hold steady. You are closer than you think. The silence around you is not emptiness. It is construction. The stillness is not abandonment. It is alignment. And the fatigue you feel is not a sign that you are failing. It is a sign that you are nearing the threshold of fulfillment. When God completes this chapter, it will make sense why He wrote it this way. Chosen one. There is a sacred heaviness that settles in the soul when you are nearing the threshold of fulfillment. A weight that is not made of sorrow, but of significance. It is the awareness that something is shifting, even if nothing external has yet announced it. You feel it in your breath, in your focus, in the way your spirit refuses to collapse even on the days when your body feels exhausted. This inner weight is not a burden, it is confirmation. Heaven often signals arrival long before manifestation. Anointed one, the closer you move toward breakthrough, the quieter God often becomes. Not because He is distant, but because He is finalizing what does not require your participation. Silence is not abandonment. Silence is completion. I remember a season where God spoke to me daily, clearly, unmistakably. Then suddenly everything went quiet. I thought something was wrong. But looking back, that was the exact moment God was aligning the final pieces of a blessing I could not have orchestrated myself. He did not need my effort. He needed my stillness. Chosen one. Many of you are in that same sacred quiet. You are doing what you can, but nothing seems to accelerate. You pray, and the room feels still. You listen, and the heavens feel soft but wordless. This is not a sign that nothing is happening. It is a sign that everything is. A seed does its most important work in the dark. A foundation is poured before the walls rise. A sunrise begins long before the light touches the horizon. What feels stagnant is actually strategic. Anointed one, the supernatural transfer forming around your life will not require you to strive your way into it. It will require you to recognize it when it arrives. That recognition is being sharpened right now. God is teaching your spirit how to discern movement even when your eyes cannot see it. You have learned to sense alignment, to feel when something is off, to know when something is quietly right. This inner sensitivity is part of your preparation. Blessings can be missed by the distracted, but they cannot be hidden from the spiritually awake. Chosen one. Your endurance has birthed clarity. Your endurance has birthed humility. Your endurance has birthed spiritual authority. Authority is not gained on mountaintops. It is forged in trenches where you decided to trust God without visible evidence. That trust is loud in the spirit realm. Heaven responds to it. Hell fears it, and breakthrough bows to it. Anointed one, the pressure you've been feeling lately is not a sign you are failing. Pressure increases where purpose is expanding. Even your emotions reflect this tension. There are days when you feel unusually sensitive, days when you feel unusually strong, and days when you feel both at once. This inner fluctuation is not instability, it is spiritual stretching. When God widens your territory, He first widens your capacity. Chosen one, there will come a moment, and it will be sooner than you think, when everything that felt delayed will suddenly appear accelerated. You will step into provision, not by force, but by timing. You will walk into opportunities, not by effort, but by alignment. You will receive unexpected financial blessing, not as coincidence, but as divine orchestration. And when it happens, you will feel the familiar quiet of God upon it, the same quiet that covered you in the waiting. Anointed one, hold steady. The pressure is not here to break you. It is here to finalize you. Heaven does not place weight on what is unstable. The very fact that you feel stretched is evidence that God sees you as capable of carrying more responsibility, more influence, more resource, more purpose. Chosen one, your story is not turning, it is rising. And what rises under the hand of God cannot be hindered, delayed, or denied by anything or anyone standing against you. Stay in this posture, stay in this sacred steadiness. The atmosphere around your life is ripening. Chosen one, there is another layer of waiting that few talk about, the waiting that begins after you have already surrendered. It is one thing to wait while wrestling, it is another to wait after you have finally let go. This second waiting is quieter, deeper, and somehow more vulnerable. It is the place where you say, God, I trust you, and then life immediately gives you reasons to question whether you meant it. But this is also the place where faith becomes unshakable. Anointed one, once you surrender, the enemy does not fight you with chaos. He fights you with monotony. He tries to convince you that nothing is happening because nothing looks different. But the Spirit knows better. Your spirit can feel the pull of something approaching, even when your circumstances show no movement. That inner pull is not imagination, it is spiritual proximity. Blessings often register in the spirit long before they register in the natural. Chosen one. Some of you are experiencing unusual moments lately, small flashes of peace in the middle of the day, waves of clarity that come without warning, sudden reminders of promises you thought you forgot. Pay attention to these. They are not emotional accidents. They are spiritual echoes. They are the evidence that heaven is drawing nearer, that the blessing is aligning itself with your life, that divine timing is preparing to reveal what persistent faith has sustained. Anointed one, the divine transfer being prepared for you is not random. It is tailored. It carries the fingerprints of your journey, the weight of your endurance, and the wisdom of what God has been shaping in you for years. This blessing is not one size fits all. It is crafted to meet you where you are and lift you where you're going. And because it is custom shaped, it required custom timing. Chosen one, there is a refining that happens when you have hope with no evidence. That kind of hope does not make you naive. It makes you resilient. It trains your spirit to hear God without needing constant confirmation. It develops an inner strength that cannot be manipulated by fear or shaken by comparison. And comparison has been trying to pull you lately. You have looked at others and wondered why they seem further ahead. But hear this, their path cannot hold what you are called to carry, and your timing could not sustain what they were assigned. Anointed one, there are blessings that appear quickly and fade quickly, and there are blessings that take time and shape generations. What God is doing for you belongs to the second category. This is why the waiting has been heavy. This is why the refinement has been deep. This is why the warfare has been intense. You are not receiving something temporary. You are stepping into something enduring. Chosen one, pay attention to the small nudges happening in your spirit. Not instructions, not demands, just gentle pulls toward peace, toward clarity, toward readiness. Those nudges are evidence that heaven is setting the stage. They are subtle but unmistakable. They signal that the promise is not only alive, it is nearing manifestation. Anointed one, you have not been walking in circles. You have been walking in alignment. You have not been wasting time. You have been gaining depth. You have not been overlooked. You have been fortified, and the blessing you are moving toward is choosing the right moment to meet you. Divine provision is never early. It is always exact. Chosen one, hold your posture. Your spirit already senses the shift. Your atmosphere is already responding. What once felt distant is now drawing close. The foundation beneath you is stronger than it has ever been, and the next movement of God in your life will not be subtle. It will be unmistakable. Chosen one, there is a kind of nearness that comes before manifestation, a quiet closeness that wraps around you without explanation. You may feel it now, that subtle awareness, that unspoken knowing, that internal shift that does not announce details but carries certainty. This is the atmosphere that surrounds a promise at full maturity. It is the stillness that arrives before God speaks a single word into motion. It is the spiritual equivalent of dawn, when the sky has not yet brightened, but you can feel the light preparing itself. Anointed one, you have grown in ways you have not noticed. You have become steady in places where you once trembled. You have become discerning in situations where you once reacted. You have become patient in ways you once believed were impossible. Growth rarely announces itself. It shows up in the moments where you respond differently, with wisdom instead of fear, peace instead of panic, surrender instead of striving. This is evidence that God has been reshaping you from the inside out. Chosen one, you are not the same person who first prayed for breakthrough. The version of you today carries a deeper authority, a quieter confidence, a cleaner heart. You learned to serve without applause, to give without recognition, to trust without guarantee. This is the character heaven builds in those who will steward supernatural transfer with integrity. God does not place significant resource into unsteady hands, and the hands you carry now are not the hands you had even 1 year ago. Anointed one, the journey has been long, but long journeys create depth, and depth is what sustains blessing. Some blessings are heavy, not because they are burdens, but because they are impactful. God has prepared you for impact. He has expanded your inner space so that when provision arrives, it does not overwhelm you, but flows through you with purpose. This is why your waiting felt intense. God was not only preparing the blessing, He was preparing the vessel. Chosen one, you have also learned something heaven treasures deeply: how to return. Return to faith when fear pulls. Return to gratitude when frustration rises. Return to clarity when confusion whispers. Return to hope even after disappointment tries to settle in your chest. That ability to return is spiritual maturity. It is the sign of someone who will not lose themselves in abundance because they did not lose themselves in lack. Anointed One, some of you are in the final moments before the shift. You have been noticing small alignments, unexpected favor, quiet opportunities, unusual peace, sudden clarity. These are not random, they are prophetic markers. Heaven always leaves footprints before it delivers fulfillment. And you, chosen one, are stepping into those footprints even now. Chosen one, do not be surprised if you feel a mixture of anticipation and calm. This blend is often present right before God moves. Anticipation comes from sensing what is approaching. Calm comes from knowing you are prepared. Heaven will not deliver what your spirit cannot carry, and your spirit, after all this shaping, is ready. Anointed One, the blessing will not just meet your needs, it will reveal your calling. It will not just relieve pressure, it will release purpose. It will not just help you survive, it will position you to build. This is why the process required depth, clarity, endurance, and unwavering trust. God is not adding something to your life. He is elevating your life into alignment with what He always saw. Chosen One, stay present in this moment. You are standing in the quiet before the unveiling, and the next shift will redefine your path with precision. Chosen One, there comes a point in every divine journey where the spiritual and the natural collide, and what you believed in silence suddenly steps into sight. You are approaching that point. The atmosphere around your life is no longer in preparation, it is in activation. What has been forming quietly is beginning to press against the edges of your reality, ready to break through. This is why your spirit feels both heavy and light, both settled and expectant. You are walking into the moment where faith transforms into fulfillment. Anointed One, you have endured the hidden work, the refining, the stretching, the surrender. You learned to trust without evidence and to stand without confirmation. Those who endure that kind of shaping are entrusted with blessing that lasts. Heaven does not release temporary provision to those who have passed eternal tests. What is coming to you is not fragile, it is fortified, it is anchored, it is sealed by obedience, humility, and endurance. Chosen One, there will be a clarity in the way this blessing unfolds. Not chaotic, not confusing, not rushed. Divine timing does not stumble into your life, it arrives with precision. The doors that open for you will open cleanly. The opportunities that appear will fit without force. The provision that comes will carry peace, not anxiety. Peace is the signature of heaven, alignment is the confirmation, and both will accompany what is approaching you now. Anointed One, when the blessing manifests, it will not simply change your circumstances, it will change the way you interpret your past. You will begin to understand why certain doors stayed closed, why certain people drifted away, why certain timelines extended longer than expected. Blessing brings perspective. Provision brings clarity. Increase reveals the purpose of delay, and all of it will begin to make sense as the pieces slide into place. Chosen One, do not be surprised if the shift happens quietly. God often moves in ways that feel natural, yet unmistakably divine. The unexpected money, the opportunity, the open door, the restored favor. It may arrive through ordinary means, but it will carry extraordinary weight. Heaven does not need spectacle to be supernatural, it only needs alignment. And you, Anointed One, are aligned. Anointed One, remember this as the blessing unfolds. You are not being elevated for personal comfort alone. You are being elevated because your life is tied to assignments, people, and spaces that need what God is placing in your hands. Increase is never just for the receiver, it is for the mission. And your mission is stepping into its next dimension. Chosen One, You will not lose yourself in this blessing. You have already proven that struggle did not corrupt you, waiting did not harden you, and pressure did not break you. Increase will not unbalance someone who learned steadiness in lack. You are ready in a way you could not have been earlier, and heaven knows it. Anointed one, the moment is close. Closer than your emotions may realize, closer than your circumstances currently reflect. When it arrives, it will feel like recognition, not surprise. Your spirit already knows the sound of what is coming. Chosen one, stand where you are, breathe, remain open. The long season is ending, and the new chapter is pressing against your hands. What felt like silence is about to become testimony. What felt like waiting is about to become motion. What felt like strain is about to become strength. And the blessing approaching you will not be partial, it will be complete. Chosen one, as we close this moment, hear this with your spirit. You are standing in your appointed time. The supernatural transfer assigned to your life is already in motion, guided by the same God who prepares seasons, aligns circumstances, and releases provision at the exact moment it carries the greatest purpose. Anointed one, heaven has not overlooked you. The delay was shaping you, the pressure was refining you, and now the timing is aligning you. What is coming toward you carries intention, clarity, and peace. Chosen one, walk forward with expectancy. You are not stepping into uncertainty, you are stepping into fulfillment. Remain faithful, remain aligned, and remain grateful. For the blessing approaching you is not partial, it is complete, and it carries the mark of divine timing. If this word has stirred something in your spirit, you are welcome to share your testimony below, or join this space so we can walk this prophetic journey together. And for the moments when your heart needs steadiness, a quiet reminder has been placed gently in the pinned comment and description. Anointed one, may the favor of God surround you, may His provision find you, and may His peace go before you. Step into what has already been written for you.